I left at 9:30, and by the time I got to the bottom of Skyway, took about an hour. The town wasn't burning up by that point, but when I got to the bottom of it, the houses on like Neal Road were on fire, and the road, both sides of the road, there was brush on fire and trees on fire and stuff, and it was pitch dark. You couldn't see anything. I didn't know if I was going to make it or not, so I was like, but I wasn't panicking because it was like it was so pitch dark that you couldn't see anything but the taillights of the car in front of you. I lost everything. I got my Bible, a book that I've been working on for 20 years, the clothes on my back, and I lost everything.
People aren't allowed to move back into their properties immediately after a fire is extinguished because there are contaminated elements on their property. Everything from plastics to metal to regular wood, insulation is on their property. That, once it's been burned, creates a toxic environment. We come in to remove that both in phase 1, which is household hazardous waste, and then in phase 2, where we clear the entire property to make sure that it's safe for our homeowners to come back and rebuild. Once we've completed all of our soil testing results, we're able to return, and we've declared that all of the contaminants have been removed from a parcel. We're able to return it back to the county. Once we've done that, we can notify FEMA that that site is safe for an MHU or other housing unit to be placed on that property.
There's really not a lot of time to think about the devastation. It's really, you're so focused on the mission, especially the housing mission and all the moving pieces and parts. You assemble a really solid team with great logistics folks, great planning folks. Our Deputy FCO, Ryan Brown, really supported us early on with developing a solid task force to help work through all these problems. And there's just a multitude of problems that we run into every single day. It's the debris removal, it's the hazardous trees, it's the PID and the other districts that handle water up there, getting those pipes and systems rebuilt so they get people back on their private property, dealing with permitting, with ordinances and things like that. So that's our big focus right now, not to build group sites out of the burn area, but try to get those people back into that area to help rebuild that city. You know, if the people leave, is there really a city left?
We've been mission assigned to assist FEMA in the construction side of the mission. They have contractors, they have large contractors in place, but they don't really have the construction oversight expertise to do the job. So they've asked us to put together a project delivery team in order to make sure the contractor's installing per the plans and specs. It's going very well so far. We have 2 parks under construction for a total of 101 pads, and we have 3 other parks in the design phase. Those will be awarded by the FEMA log house contract system.
FEMA's been great. They, I called them up and they gave me a number, and we've just been corresponding back and forth, and they finally, they talked to me, gave me a phone interview, because they went up to the property and they saw that it was totally devastated, and they asked me what I had lost and stuff, and they put money in my checking account to help me to, pay for, motels and rent and stuff when I was up in Oregon. And they got this place in Corning here, a FEMA trailer, brand new, and it's been great. When your disaster strikes, you got to get a hold of FEMA